What is a personal person, and why do we get involved with them? Rumplestiltskin, my associate, told me about personal people a long time ago, and what he said precisely was, personal people pollute. Someone says to leave it at that. I'm going to see if we can give you some more things about personal people. Our personal. Sometimes when I misspeak, I wonder, what the hell am I really trying to say? Am I a personal person who pollutes? Yes. What does it mean by pollute? Rumpelstiltskin might have said a personal person pollutes because the opposite of a personal person is institutional. No. What's an institutional? A post office building. What's a personal person? That's someone who wants to be in relationship to you. Some teachers say the reason we come to planet Earth is to get into relationships with other people so we can learn. Rumpelstiltskin thinks he doesn't want to tell you anything other than personal people pollute. Who do they pollute? They pollute themselves and they pollute you. Humans are all personal people? No, he says most personal people are the ones who want something from you. In other words, if you walk down the street and people walk by you, if they don't talk to you, they're not personal to you. But someone who wants to, like if you're sitting in a bar by yourself and someone comes and sits at your table, that is automatically a personal person, someone who wants something from you. How do you know? Because they came and they sat down at your table. We're not talking about, you had the only empty chair in the whole bar. It's a pretty much empty bar, and they see you and they come and sit down at your table. That is a personal person who wants something from you. That's why they sat there. The people, if you walked by them and they were sitting at the bar, they're not personal to you because they have no interest in you. It's people who are interested in you. Those are personal people. Are you a personal person to them? Only if you interact with them. In other words, if you sit there and you don't talk to them, you're not personal to them. And what happens to these personal people if you don't talk to them? Pretty much they go away. So they're looking to get you and the pollution is if they're talking to you, they are giving you something. And you don't, humans usually are like, oh, curious, someone's, interested in me or something. From Rumpelstiltskin's platform, he says, I don't want anything from you. And, the moment you start talking to me, you've polluted me. Because you have contaminated me with, someone says judgment. He doesn't really want to go into judgment. He says, I am my own person. And if I really want friends, then I'll have genuine friends. And I know a genuine friend because they really get me. Whereas the personal person, quite often they want something for me. FOR, want something for me. And what they want for me is they want my whatever. They want to be my someone who is genuinely interested in me as a friend doesn't want me. What's the difference? The personal person is going to get something from me and steal it. The genuine friend, they're not stealing from me. They're being genuinely hard to put into words, but that's what they are. They're not stealing from me. What are forms of theft from me? Someone says my time. No, not so much my time. My cigarettes, yes. What else? They want my vibration. No, they want me to give them my whatever. Are all salespeople? Yes, all salespeople are personal people. Is it because they pretend to be? Yes, it's because they pretend to be your friend and because they want something from you. A genuine friend, sharing you, no, they just are hard to put into words, but it's different. They don't have an agenda where they want to steal your whatever. Salespeople want to steal yourself. In other words, a salesperson insists on you getting whatever it is that they're selling from you, that salesperson. It's really important to that salesperson that they make the sale. So they're not about being your genuine friend. They're your fake friend for the purposes of them getting the sale. And that's all. The transaction is, I don't want that kind of transaction. So the pollution is their interest in you is strictly non-friendship relationship. Always, always, always. And that is what makes a personal person. Someone who is disgusting to me. Rumplestiltskin says they're totally disgusting, horrible nightmare for me, these kind of people. People that you talk to on Facebook, are they personal people or genuine people? A mixed bag. A person on Facebook who is a genuine person with you, generally speaking, doesn't really care whether you're on their friends list or not. They're simply stating their point of view, and they're not invested in whether you like it or not. A personal person on Facebook, on the other hand, insists that you get them what? Do you have to come to an agreement on some point that you're talking about? A personal person insists that that whole thing, that interaction you have with somebody on Facebook, becomes something that they cherish. I talked to Kobe Bryant a million years ago at a bar in Chicago, and that is something I cherish forever. That's a personal person talking about Kobe Bryant. Stay tuned for more about personal people and institutions.